Hey guys, Civilord here, back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Prime Universe Deluxe Class Knockout. Now, for those of you wondering why I have this figure brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, it's because I was trying to get the Stunticon Wild Rider, and this past Black Friday at Ye Olde Walmart, they had 2-packs available, and one of them was Wild Rider and this guy. So, because my Walmart's awesome and didn't have those, I went on eBay and I bought a 2-pack for less than 40 bucks shipped to the door, which you can't even get 2 deluxe classes for that anymore, so I did alright there. However, this figure is a mixed bag because I want to like it, because I like Transformers Prime, but I'm just going to go out and say it. I think the old, is it Robots in Disguise Deluxe class for Transformers Prime of this character is a lot better. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review. Take a look, see at all Knockout has to offer in terms of accessories. He comes with, well, technically 2, but they combine into 1. It's his Energon spear. He was a miner, you know. But he's got that, kind of like a pitchfork, but he holds it via this little handle here, as opposed to actually holding it like a spear, which I understand the complaints, but as long as you can hold it, I don't really care. Then taking a look at the figure, here's the first problem. Loose ass legs. That sucks. I don't know what is going on here, but yeah, like they don't even stay tabbed in here. Now, I'm curious, because this is a 2-pack, I'm gonna say reissue of this character. Does the original have this problem? Because I watched a review of him earlier today on the Prime vs. Prime channel and I didn't notice that. So, I don't know what's going on there. I also don't know why this backpack doesn't tab in. There is a big slot here, or a tab here. There is a slot here that lines up with this tab, but it does not compute. It doesn't snap in. It just pushes itself out. So, we're off to a great start. I will say the chest kind of popped apart earlier, but it seems to be staying together now. He doesn't have his little spikes on his shoulders. Where are those? He should have those. His chest is kind of big. And then his legs are pretty hollow from the back. The rest of the hollowness I could look past, like the arms, but I don't know. He does not feel great in hand. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting him to at least not be a floppy frickin' mess and this to snap in the back, but he is pretty butts, if I do say so myself. The only reason I kept him from that 2-pack is because I want to pick up Breakdown, and I need a Knockout to go with him. And that new Breakdown's not going to work with my old Knockout, so here we are. But he's kind of crap, so I don't know. As far as articulation goes, his head will look up and down. His head will look side to side. Shoulders will go out, back down. They will rotate around. He does have a single joint elbow with rotation. He's got a wrist hinge. Goes in and out. He's got a waist twist. His hips will kick forward, back, out. I already tried to like do this and this and that. That usually helps tighten up Motu Classics figures, but this doesn't work because they don't make the hips to where you can push them down all the way. Which sucks, big fat hairy monkey balls, because, well, unless I want to pose him doing the spread eagle, which I guess I could do that for the Final Thoughts pose, but when he's in a neutral stance, he's a loose floppy mess. And that's no good. That said, he does have a double, single jointed knee. Double if you disengage the transformation point there, but to my understanding, this is supposed to be a lot tighter, and it's just not. No, that one's not terrible. What about this one? I guess they do stay in, but not very tight. I don't know what the deuce is up with that. But he does have ankle rocker. A little bit of a toe hinge. But yeah, kind of a turd, if I do say so myself, which sucks because he was like new in box. I would have just sold him to a friend of mine if I'd have known he was like this. That said, putting a spear in his hand. There we go. That said, if anyone's got like the initial release of this guy, let me know if yours is all loosey-goosey like that. Because I know that some of these figures from this Legacy era can get a little loose over time. Autobot Skids is one of them. But yeah, he's not great, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I like Transformers Prime. I thought it was probably one of the better Transformers shows to come out in the 2000s, along with animated. We will not talk about what I like to call the Cybertron trilogy, because those were crap. They looked like crap, and they were crap. So, ew, ew, and did I mention ew? But yeah, this figure, he's just kind of a poop. Does not want to stand. Alright, well, we sit here and fiddle with him anymore. We're never going to get this review done, so just spread his legs out a little bit. I know this guy's a retool of Jazz, too. I don't think I mind that so much as the fact that I mind he's so damn loose. Bringing in our two regulars. Got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right here. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, after getting frustrated to the point where I maybe kind of sort of chucked this guy across the room, I have to say, I messed with quite a few Transformers in my day, the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Devastator being one of them. If I'm being 110% honest with you guys, Prime Universe Knockout here is one of the biggest turd sandwiches I've messed with on this channel in regards to Transformers. I mean, the legs, the hips, the knees, the ankles are so loose. I had to reduce this guy's pose to a slightly above average hero pose just so I could get this video done without having a freaking aneurysm. So I ask you, if you have this figure and you didn't get him from the 2-pack with Wild Rider like I did, is he loose like this? Is this just a thing with this figure? I don't know. I never had the OG one. I have the OG Prime one, which I could tell you is a lot better quality than this. But I never had the OG Legacy version. So if that version is tighter for whatever reason, please let me know in the comments. I am very curious. However, before we wrap this up, we need to transform this guy and take a closer look at his vehicle mode, which, with any luck, will be far more enjoyable than his robot mode. And as promised, here is our Prime Universe Knockout in his vehicle mode. As you can see, his spear can store right on the top there, or if you want to go Mad Max Fury Road with it, you could store it on the side so he can skewer poor suckers that don't know how to yield. But at any rate, it doesn't make sense to put this anywhere on this vehicle mode because it just looks kind of stupid. Just putting that off to the side. He's got some cool tats along the side of his vehicle mode. He, of course, rolls back and forth just fine. And is a nice compact little vehicle mode. He folds up quite nicely. I would argue that this is the stronger of the two molds, or two modes, I should say, because there is no looseness to be had, and everything snaps together quite nicely. So I'm tempted to keep him like this for now. Like I said, the only reason I really decided to hold on to this guy is because I do want Breakdown, and he is in a Tupac with another character that I have use for. So time will tell when I get a hold of that, but for now I do have Knockout, and for the most part he's good. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.